no nsia omemu nsam ni ama wodo so dia yensaka ane yabo anu no nsia kasebo a ye de beda ye tiefuo yi ye mamu nyina do utie free peace fm so eno ye 104.3 okay 101.7 neat 100.9 nimi ansa wo se pass abeka jansen akra eno ati hello 101.5 FM wedum kumase Ghana man tem ye dunsia 16 regions wo te yanka kasa fidie ba se duesie nim ne ekire kwam no ne a ba se duasa peacefmonline.com ghanatoday.com nso abode ye tiefo kwa obenya bi akan Diadi kase ebonimu akotini bini.
Mampanyi nana adodankwa akufado edi atu dwase National Aquaculture Center for Commercial Farms project no ebeboa papa amenuane ebuso ewo meyimo.
The center will be well managed to achieve its purpose of training modern fish farmers and also produce fish in high quantity to generate sufficient income to sustain the center and augment.
Oswafo no na hwe yensa se na afi odoma nkoma chede a ode adom yensa se mu ede adesade to Ghana fo nyina anim se nyame ya adom a ochena Green Ghana Day no bi afa no ho hyem na enua no onua bi.
We are calling on all Ghanaians and residents of Ghana to come out, grab a seedling, plant it, nurture it to maturity, and as we say, Green Ghana, let's go planting.
Mame esla ousia ono na yenkrato so afford ya tudwa ese same card registry and re-registration na ye no cards makomako 30 million na deadline no echi no wo mo ehu se ya register wo mu nyina ningo pram na shebedwane honorable Sam George nso dia tudwa se same cards no a ya block no enam so ebetimi amabambo ho nsam atosini ewo meya hodo na feta male south mrashebedwane honorable Haruna Idris nso dia to just say same cars na telco so no a block no do how bebre na eba enkrofo relationship emu.
Those whose SIMs have so been blocked, some have suffered relationship problems. Some probably have lost their girlfriends, contact with their significant others.
Nane Accra Circuit Court nso nam 1 men's gold nsensam no watu e de akwa July bosoma yekita wonsa ne de to so aduonu ensia wo mo twen afutuo e de free aban lawyer panyini ehonomo na enwumre ya ene enya ntiye ese ya issue arrest warrant se yemfa enkonkoche Yera Charles Cromwell onua wonto bisiwa kaneno na eba fam gudie hu dwumedia na odimu akotene yepa we ni nsem ahodo ena nwumre ya bobo ni nyina no esi nkonwa ede besomo
na yade kase bonmu aseda ma Osons Kamesia oti Osons Gale capsules abuama immune system nya hoden kuti anyarewa yade anka wonto fam da wa hoden eye Osons Gale capsules MTN ya network papa wo bagana ha nipa dodo no ayusu MTN ne sanse eniama pa bebre ewo so we take for you everywhere you go. Home appliances ya papa josio aye high sense Ghana same pen niam siesie me fie ni me office de ebia ne ya ba akope aye high sense Ghana home appliances nyina ho na ye tofre sanse ho no everyday price for everyday people. Pepsodent to ahoden wo mu a ebo wo se ho ban utu wo sia no pa wo bambo utu no anwumre kosia no pa the same thing yankwaso anyanyu su Pepsodent ye na wo sente yade antumi nka no da Forever Construction and Consultancy Limited guso mankofo nsase asase na da bebi aye mansu bi ani ho obia ne wo meto da awere eno anso akwaje wasase a wusi wodan me de number no be ma enka achi to American akwaje wode Amin Scientific Herbal Hospital yenimni fritete sebanu apomudin aye papa me kwa akwaje ayaresha eye Amin Scientific Herbal Hospital se eye heart problems the Americanity se wapomu enko yiye ho dodo eno ho asem na meken baby a wo benya anu yiye eye Amin Scientific Herbal na alternative medical center obesa yade ama wakoma toyem sa jumekoya dawruma ene se amansan tiame kwabenamafo ena
Mame biamakwafo afensemine ne mampanyina na adodankwa ekufo adokyese na banyi awiata aseso obehwa aboa amanuane de se ho bekwa atwe enye adwuma da biara da na namonto a womoto a womo akoko bie National Aquaculture Center and Commercial Farms project anno e wonkramentem ha no eda di pefe se sa ni suade hu odi si na ni suo no eyade a wombetimi edro ho na aban no enam asoya wo hwe ensuom nam dwumadie ni mpuntio eso ena womode sa National Aquaculture Center and Farm etimi aba na womo kire se we no edemostron kokora ya wodi bibi e friend no state of the art recirculating aquaculture system bi eno ye technology ya baby womode ahyemu eno no ebetimi ama nsuo na ni atenwan aboa ma nsuo na ye papa se ne ebe ya tilapia womo eyen obetimi anyini yie catfish ya womo eyen ebetumi anyini yie ene nsuo mu nam nkaya ni nyina wo mafa to ho se wo mbefa befo kwan so na wo matimi anye no ni nyina etimi abani yie mu na omanfo adi anyemu ahoden na wokasa odwumadie no ase no na mampanyen na kufuado edi to dwakire mu se sa adwumadie aba a sesei wokwa wodo ani kotwa wisie behunu National Aquaculture Center and Commercial Farms omkopa ho ntoma ewo amrahia ye wo adentan kropomu ne ho na mampanyen kire se wei eya na monto foforo kra na ban na etu a wode hwe se ensuomunam empuntuo ebekonanim.
One such modern technology that has these attributes is the recirculating aquaculture system RAS, which is being employed by the center I'm commissioning today. Not only does this system offer minimal maintenance costs and relatively low to moderate energy consumption, it also guarantees the production of healthy and export-ready products. It will thus ensure the production of some 25 metric tons of tilapia, 25 metric tons of catfish, and 4 metric tons of prawn annually. This will ultimately mean an increase in fish production, a reduction in fish imports, and the enrichment of local capacity and technical know-how through the training of youth at the center. It is my expectation that the center will be well managed to achieve its purpose of training modern fish farmers and also produce fish in high quantity to generate sufficient income to sustain the center and augment total fish production in the country.
Mampanyina na adodankwa ekufuado ena woti ye na no si ye pe na omensuafo ne hwe ensuomunam ne humpuntuo dwumadie so honorable Hawa Kumsen ne kasemu no odi tudwase wei ene de edi kan kra wo Ghana a ye bibia etesa na okire nani so de asede ne kabia ma project contractors ye Agritop Limited and afi consultant ABA and partners se womotimi ewie ne brando said the no mo hwehwe no pepepe afi was signed to dwabio sa so na awiata so se ene Ghana National Aquaculture Development Plan for Frokraya eno wo mo dia ba no wo mo hwese wo mbehya ase dia ya adwuma efirifie mpimienu ene aduonu miensen atoamu akosi mfie mpimienu ene aduonu enso a ebeboa ama ensumnam ho dwumadie etumpon akonenem.
The commission of this important project is a testimony of the continuous support of your government to the sector, particularly the aquaculture industry, since you assumed office in 2017. I wish to also take the opportunity to express appreciation to the contractor, Masters Agritop Limited, and the consultant, Masters ABA and partners, for the timely completion of the project. I also want to thank the Ministry of Food and Agriculture for the allocation of land for the project, the Adenta Municipal Assembly and the traditional authorities for their support since the inception of the project. Mr. President, I wish to inform you that the Ministry has prepared a new Ghana National Aquaculture Development Plan to be implemented between 2023 and 2027.
Oswafo no ene hwe ensuomunam eho dwumadie ni mpuntuo honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsen yensan twene na abena entri ene bo ansemi anobai
na 2021 ana Ghana mampeni His Excellency na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo epa ho ntoma se ye ba bedua enia na ona Minister of Lands and Natural Resources so and wobema se ni so ade hunu ya be mesanse ye kwaye no ye tabigu esese ye dua bisa anem na wodonfo odom yane a ejebe wochena na Green Ghana Day no eduru so wei aye dafia da June de toso die no nkron afimpim eduonu ene eduonu miensa de ye ba bedua no 10 million seedlings and ye ba bedua. Minister for Lands and Natural Resources Honorable Samuel Abdullahi Jinapo na wo katre Ghana fo nyina se wo chena urade ya domo a obi amfa ne ho nsem bi na enua no ye tabigu panti asase yese dua bi esa nem wo chena urade ya domo a eye Green Ghana Day.
Planting the commemorative tree 8 a.m., which will signal the nationwide tree planting exercise. And again, Mr. Speaker, we're counting on the support of yourself and members of this august house. Mr. Speaker, just to conclude, the pundits tell us that from 1900 we have lost about 80% of our forest cover. This calls for aggressive afforestation and reforestation. And Mr. Speaker, the Green Ghana Day is one of the efforts government and the country is making to restore the lost forest cover of our country, thereby contributing to the noble effort of the world at halting climate change. Mr. Speaker, tomorrow, we are calling on all Ghanaians and residents of Ghana to come out, grab a seedling, plant it, nurture it to maturity, and as we say, Green Ghana, let's go planting.
Let's go planting. Where a Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Samuel Abdullahi Jinapo, on the Atene Kasi, Emra Sebedenia with Nama Desia Watermalinoff, Honorable Alasan Suhini. And what I say, I said, Rusu Bia. A dear ye quaco de, and what conte buono, Oberana ya precasing. Ya see a dear saying 10 million. I debate now when so the Fufraba betuja, and tea or cut the minister say, and ya say ye dear near, now woman the catas, son of proye, any intending be a quaco remo, where sad the end the ninja who cry.
Especially brought to the fore when you look at the President's State of the Nation address in 2022. Mr. Speaker, the President in 2022 in his SONA address revealed to this House that they had successfully planted 7 million trees, 2 million more than was initially planned to be planted. However, the minister weeks earlier, in an answer to a question in this same House, reported that only about 4.89 million trees were planted. Mr. Speaker, the question therefore is how many trees indeed were planted and how much did we, throw at the plantation of these trees. Mr. Speaker, and that is why it is important that this very well-intended initiative is not allowed to suffer the fate of many interventions in the past, corruption, and siphoning of money. Mr. Speaker, clearly, when I look at the measures that are put in place, for example, for accountability, to ensure that when we are told 5 million trees are planted, we indeed can see 5 million trees planted are not there.
Was actually what the Yenimono. One quarter the Amra, Sikana, Mawanua Musukran Zumpa, Jana Yemuno. Where Yamra Sebedenia with Nama Desia Watermalinoff, Honorable Alasa Suhini. Na enwatina Honorable Samuel Abdullahi Jinapo Esaba back here and what I say a Green Ghana Day project no omu esikasem wanim difua oma be pa asa wo solid financial auditors ya enho akuntabuo nyina mu da wakan ya katasese ne proye bia mem.
I want to assure this House that the Green Ghana Committee is chaired by a 5-term experienced Member of Parliament, 6 years Deputy Minister, Honorable Benito Owusibio. And Mr. Speaker, I have absolute confidence in him and his team. And Mr. Speaker, I want to assure this house that, Mr. Speaker, I want to assure this house that the accounts of the Green Ghana Committee get audited each year. In 2021, the accounts were audited. In 2022, the accounts were audited. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, following the contributions that have been made in this house, I intend to publish the accounts of the Green Ghana Committee for 2023, perhaps 2021, 2022, 2023. Mr. Speaker, let me submit and do so forcefully in all modesty, particularly to my friend Tamale North, that those of us who are in charge of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Mr. Speaker, in all modesty, we are men and women of integrity. We will not proceed under the guise of planting trees to engage in corruption. It will never happen, and none of that is happening.
In all modesty, Honorable Samuel Abdullahi Tinapo, Emrasebe de Fiakrat Mino, William Kentu, and Emmanuel Akoli, Wadaruma, and CT for TB.
Yeda sujina Ghana mrashebe dwefie na ene oswafo na hwenkita hudie ene abefo kwantempo efaso edi juma eso mechre Minister of Communications and Digitization Honorable Esla Osu Ekofo ede atom mrashebe dwenim ese 31st December ewa fimo ewie no na SIM card re-registration no cards mako 30 million ena womotimi a register bio na odi tudwache mo ese cards no 29,947,561 NSM cards ya register a chese ni nyina okakabo mu a ena nkankrofo edin hyehyeye so a register no fenche mu a anka cards be 42,416,459 ena nka betimi a register wo mo nanso esan asobrache ne niema bi ni ya no ahodo bi a ebinum eyiye no emu 29,947,561 per ena womutimi register ye na no na ochiremu ese SIM cards no mako be se 4 million dear no womo atwamutinton tan kora every womo envidie no eso Honorable Esla Osu edesansemi to dwabra okopie mrahye bedwafie na ode SIM card re-registration ehun dwumedie no ode ho nkomo ekobo wo
142 SIMs have been fully registered, while 199,419 have been exempted. And so the total active SIMs are 29,947,561. At the start of the registration exercise, our information was that there were 42,416,459 SIMs, out of which 7,995,679 have been unregistered, unblocked, while 4,473,219 have been delinked and removed from the SIM register. Since the final deadline, increased activity indicates that some of these blocked SIMs are being reactivated following the completion of all necessary processes. However, it's important to note that not all the blocked SIMs are expected on the network of some of these SIMs were pre-registered SIMs being used for fraud.
Na otwane kase so no de etudwa ese free bra SIM re-registration yi ehyaase ene ade no bone ene nkrofo ede SIM no eye de friend na SIM boxing ene SIM fraud no sa bone ni nyina eso tia ba fom kra ma ye nwanwa.
The incidence of SIM-based fraud has reduced markedly since the registration exercise started. SIM boxing has almost completely disappeared. It will decline even further with the blocking of unregistered SIMs used to commit or facilitate criminal activity. In terms of national security, the SIM registration will contribute significantly to enhancing national security by reducing the anonymity of mobile phone users. The availability of accurate subscriber information aids law enforcement agencies in investigating and preventing criminal activity. SIM registration will also facilitate the implementation of various government initiatives such as mobile money services, digital financial services, and other electronic transactions.
Na ne krakra mu na ogina so de kokobo ama mobile network operators no telcos no ene wo ma form ene wo mu ye adwuma se wokọ register obi card ya ginipa no Ghana card never register mano esan se nanum ho bi ba beto dwa wo mo de code bi buy se wo bo code na hwese bi a wo numbers a wo pese e do Ghana card register ni nyina na ya register ma wo na nkrofo sha se yesa na ohunu se say ya dance ye na egu abonten obi ho no ma number bi e wo ne Ghana card ne so a ye de ne Ghana card na register enso number na nya ne dia ebino numbers be yensia woni ba bi efiri kran so ye de ne Ghana card e na register ne no en wo gina so de kokobo amma telco so no esen crofo form emo mu twiro din no wo mu to wo mu funya wo mu kasa kire se wo ko register obi sim card e de ama no a gisa nipa no ne Ghana card ne fa register ma no enkofo bi foforo e Ghana card en fa ko register e ma nipa no
to inform their agents to desist from this practice, failing which any agent caught in such an act will be punished. I'll urge any victim of this illegal act to notify the NCA promptly and action will be taken. I've also heard some people complain that though they had registered their SIMs, those SIMs were blocked. My information is that several of these complaints are from people who did not complete the second stage of the process as required. Such people should contact their MNOs to have the issues resolved, and owners of the SIMs will get their numbers back after duly registry. They must, however, act timely, as the NCA will shortly announce when this moratorium will end, after which all unregistered SIMs will be permanently blocked from the next network. If your line has been blocked and you still need it, please go and register.
Eni a woti ye o mai so afo no ene hwe enkita hodie ensam so na abefo kwantempo a ye fa so edi dwumaso ahodo honorable Esla Owusu Ekofo ye nuanom William Gentu ene Emmanuel Akoli ene bo ansem ya no bae
na saasam kroya na mrasebeteni a wotina ma adese woni ngo prampram osaye deputy ranking member communication mrasebetefie honorable Sam George etrese se usa dia National Communication Authority for any Minister of Communication for aya womo abroke nkofo sim card wo hu ne se ha atene pa asaya national security threat ni pay ya abroke ne sim yi se bibia to ne mpofrim na so pese wo fra posifo anase wo fra obi se obi mra meboa no a na adaya yesi eta ne sim card im entia ya ade bia ha atene pa edwo ye ne kase pa nam kwa so a eboboba na obi kura wo ho no mu a anya ne mfom so a Ghana card en wo kwa akopa akoya registration Ghana card nso ehho pe ohawa e wo ho ye ntansa nti nipa kro beta kwanye teta enti dodo no a nyiwa mu foto a eye Ghana card no a na kwansini minister si yetem bebrebe ya wokan ede pa na wonya firi mo enti yebetumi a maami Esla Owusu Ekofo onsan kwatena ase onko back na de wo ye so wo hwena so wo besan agbachira hye na nkofo sim card ya se bia mo mu a eye better because obi wo ha anya ne photo eye Ghana card na aye
CA, acting on the directives of the Minister for Communications and working through the MNO, has created what poses the biggest national security threat to our country today. With what they have done, which is, for want of a better phrase, I would not want to call it reckless, but an indiscriminate blocking of SIM cards of Ghanaians who ought to have access to their SIM cards for the conduct of business and sustenance of livelihood. Mr. Speaker, I call upon this House to impress on the Minister for Communications, go back to the drawing board and engage the NIA and do a proper process. But Mr. Speaker, this country can only seek solace in the fact that the next NDC administration in 2025 will do a proper SIM registration that will verify the identities of people. Because today, Mr. Speaker, if the minister's system was up to date and really robust as she wants us to believe, nobody would have been able to use your biometric data to go and register SIM cards without your knowledge. And so, Mr. Speaker, people are at risk today for them to be picked up by the police for fraud committed by SIM cards that they didn't register, but because the system that the minister put in place was not robust enough to stop those processes.
Wa system no a wode ba ya wo se wode be so hawa no asa create problems bebre ya kire se nipa no de ne Ghana card akoya registration kwansini Sa Ghana card no ewo nipa ne din mu no. Enipa bebre nso ade a register. Na search kojo kwanso atetankuro ntia. Ohaw na wosi wutu ase no. Afa de wasa aye no abonta. Na no ati no wakyere se. Wobesre minister se. Wonya so watewa na waye azumi sa no de kanasem. Konkurase kwose. Ekurase yemfa azumi enye adwuma wo ho. Enkran ha de ebi akama. Ukope Ghana card ya enya den. But uko villages bia ehwo no ne pe den pa. Enti wo de wotenkran ha ene ye kate wo ena sim card yo so azumi everybody. But uko nkurase a it's not everybody sao.
You see, Ghana is not Accra, but even in Accra, if you ask anybody to come from Akan all the way to a premium center in Accra on the Liberation Avenue, Calbank, to come and transport themselves and come and pay premium 280 Ghana cedis before they get a card they are entitled to for free, how do you expect them to register? You may take this as a joke, but anybody coming from the Afram Plains, Don Kokrom, would have to go all the way to Koforedia. Mr. Speaker.
Enti wote enkra hana bia wo kaso Ghana card obi enya bia enya sa ukọ nkurase na obehu say yes ehwo no ne peden pa wayemra sebetani ma dese wo ningo prampram a osaye deputy ranking member communication honorable Sam Touch William Gentu Emmanuel Akole
na yentoa kasebo no eso emra hyebedwa esigina yese wo mo san ebu nkompo na wo mo akọ Supreme Court na wo makobisa Supreme Court na Supreme Court achechero mo kwan a wo mbetimi afa so na Yewura James Jachi question kane emra hyebedwa ne ano wo Ascent North mpesa no eso no wo mbetimi ayi ni din apepa ni din afri emra hyebedwa nkrata sem nyina mu na emra hyebedwa mpanyine Right Honorable Alban Kingsford Sumana Gbagben ene de sanse mi tu dwa enne ebra Yewura Samuel Okujeto ablakwa notom rahebedwane opeja hwasem rahebedwa fie honomo na no na wenam so ema rahebedwafo no dodo no a ekire wo madwene efa Yewura Jemjache question dia Supreme Court say yenyi efrim rahebedwa enkrata mu no eho ye rahebedwane a wo Tamale South Honorable Haruna Idrisu okasafa ho Yewura Andy Kwame Apia Kubi Asante Achem North rahebedwane ono so eka bi efa ho na no wo kire say wutie Supreme Court said ye obu a asem no ana kire say Yewura James question ni din ene ne ho ne ma nyina ekoso ewo rahebedwa fie ho no mu dwumadie bi a odi yesempo o man nsa so bisa akwhyan anampo no wodi statement bi ba ho ebekenkan ya na obi di ba bekenkan ma ono de na no eto mu bie say Hansard no e capture ya wo munyini nyina emfremu yentie Honorable Haruna Idrisu.
In Article 93, it says that Parliament shall exercise its authority subject to this Constitution. So none of us operate in a limited space of the constitutional thing. How do we expunge the record? It is not just the name. It is not just the name. And it is gone through Hansard, and Hansard has captured. And we have so even when you go through votes and proceedings, what is the essence of it? It is to establish that the veracity of the happenings in Parliament, one, had the participation of all members who were present, and if anybody made a contribution, Hansard will capture you appropriately. So, I should be understanding Mr. Speaker to saying that it's a novelty because this is the first time you are having such consequential direction. That's not to say that the Supreme Court have not on legislation. There is a number of rulings that we are guided with. But specific to an individual, how to get his name and all his record expunged is what I think that Parliament must be guided.
We Honorable Haruna Idrisu Tamale Central Emrashe Tamale South Emrashe Bedwani enono na asem kro no ho en Emrashe Bedwafo bi te se Boku Central Emrashe Bedwani Honorable Mahama Yarega en afe so no majority leader Honorable Oseche Mensabunsu wo so de o madwenkyere ba yese Supreme Court asem o kan ye nya afe ne ade bibi chenchenchen ekwokyekere ye ho eno an se Yera James Jachi Kwesi ni din no keke en yenyi emfi mrase bedwa nkratam na emom no enye dwuma so a obabedi ye e wo mrase bedwa fi ho no mo ena wo se wo mutimi eyi saa nneema ni nyina efiro edin no nko a ena wo se wo mutwam yenti honorable say chairman Sabonso.
A member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament if any circumstance arise such that if he were not a member of parliament would cause him to be disqualified or ineligible for election under Article 94 of this constitution. With the circumstances of his election, in my view, or my understanding of the ruling, is that at the very outset, if these facts surrounding his identity or allegiance to any other country apart from Ghana was known, it would have disqualified him under Article 97 1E, sorry. The Speaker, so what is the import of this? It will not affect any decision that he might have participated in. That is constitutional. So I'm not too sure that we should really get ourselves embroiled in this.
Ene oti ye no eye honorable Oseche Mensa Bonsu na ne krakra mu ena mrahye bedwampiem panyini honorable speaker right honorable Alban Bagben ono so edna no etumbe no chese wo mo kasa ne nyina no ogie afuto every clerk of parliament ho na wahye se Yera James Jachi Kwesi ni din ena eni se bebe piem ewo parliament wo mo attendance register mu en wo de ka ho bio se ne ade na akwakoye no akwakoye no ho sakoso ya ntatwene wo bani menye ye wo ba kire nye yie na supreme court kunini wo mo na de sa directive ne bae nti wo mbesa akwo mo ho na wakwakoje afutu age akwankyere kwan a Yera Jachi Kwesi ni din no si ye twama firi mrahye bedwa enkrata ne ade mu akwan ben en wo mo fa so enye no.
We are trying to initiate the process for you to maybe take the decision as to whether we should go back for clarification or you will, by your decision, empower the speaker or the clerk to act. And then when the Supreme Court decides that we have not fully complied, then it's the House. It will not be the speaker or the clerk. It is all the whole House that will be mulched in the sanction, not the speaker or the clerk. So please, Parliament is not the speaker, Parliament is not the clerk. Yes, that's what they said. They order say Parliament. Don't forget that 224 refers to the president or the vice president. It did not say the executive, but this one says Parliament. So Parliament is Parliament.
Ene awoti ye mrahye bedwafie kasamafo na bandu deni right honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Gbagben yenuanom Emmanuel Akoli ena William Gentu ene boa ensem ya no ebae
na ene Accra Circuit Court akwa setna court dem tenani Mame Evelyn Asamoah na a police prosecutor ASP Emmanuel Hariga na woboko edu ede akyere court dem tenani na pia mensa nam 1 na yetade frɛ no oye chief executive officer Emma Men's Gold Ghana Limited monim sem dada yate no kura I think as July 26 2019 wo and wo mutase abrantie yade a charges baako aduasa baako 61 yase waya abatement defrauding by false pretense carrying on deposit taking business without license unlawful deposit taking and money laundering saa subuo nyina yade abono na jampani se udika court ana wonnibem akase obaba abekire udi proof bebe kire se de wo kan nyina ye nokore na ya de abrantie ya di court akoniaba saa fiti 2019 adibesi enne ana anokra abosumi ya chemu a wo mukọ ya kra de na judge ne kire se Edia na asamba akope. Kona bra sa dada. Eno ena police prosecutor ASP Manuel Rega katre court jemchire ni se wasre no ada attorney general a prepare docket bi na sa docket no wode base wom wawu enti womu gusua enya se bi woba kwa agaya na so wacha na ya na husiesie ntra womu a prepare charges bebre enti Omu tell footwo die free attorney general the advice never pet let say and one say omoko enti ananso omu sa ko biewa still adjourn the case frepa atanga
President no eneda Ghana Publishers Association no ora asare kunadu yamwa enwode atu dwase aban ejina wasie se obecheche electronic laptops ne tablets ni ade e ama senior high schools na wode textbooks kura no ebegu laptops iso na ode amankodan se beya ebe iziamom na womatimi dia ko classroom na chese ne digital no a ena yenemu a yekosie so ne no ena president edi tu dwase bi enye no kwan kra no na ensem nyina kofa by yen vice president his excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia en wode betu dwasa ban gwa hoboa so wo hwese obecheche electronic tablets a yede textbooks aguso kama na ne yede ma wa textbooks abe yusu school ho nyina wo so na chese no ane se wo kleke na wo kenkan bia na chese oku anima ne sa na wiei Peace FM kasebo ye ne opanyi yamo a etwetwe nkomo en wode tu dwachem se wo mu sa electronic tablets na eye ombetimi acheche dia senior high schools on name momo say womu be textbooks agu nchen no maka say de what textbook no mama transfer ni nyina de aba tablet and asa laptop ni so enne nkoda na edi besua de enya de be yie sa
Adam na waka no enkeje mu na mmeyi me feel say enne no ewiase nyina the online education platform no abeye part of formal education yet after study publishers yes laptops de mankola omo fam omo adisua ho bra achekura I was saying by now kran kan kola SHS for and omo laptops omo dey young research omo dey download materials are important for them job promotion nemom ye de ene say aban say or content be good tablets and so na laptops on mankola no na nu nti on to textbooks bi ma eno na ye ka say aban twenken na atikaka laptop no de ebeboa adenya no wo say wo good laptop no some more use and the ensi hu kwan na ebomo ka say enu momo no be say normal textbook na 9 there me ni say yedru ho no e hu hihye no e dos na say anhwe ye ni e prayer ho a e ba ko fa o ye ne abrega
na what was no side atu dwachem se sa tablet na laptops ayeka ho asemi ebetimi age akodan nsem ahwe ho gbunan na chese no ano no edi age won nsem hwe ho no mo sese anampo no bibia betimi asi wonya ne hwe kora bo ho koso enso wo charge na fe abu akam enti na no se textbook any ho a wo de be support ya na chese wakam
say tablet laptop or the makola so the textbook laptop no break it down akola no be yes you need how digital and technological affect mobile phone it be phone for great do na on tiase na so sa na tablet and laptop it me aye it is a one man backup be say akola no tablet na content was so but or textbooks so how they support not a tablet be do so opese we yen sa I was district bia computer laboratory centers akola tablet me say ya e ho no de be ko repair say online so we need data 24/7 data access for akola say offline so new content ba obeko akola sis we nyina ra o see e gire ho yesu so mo asana ye the content sem say eno na be ye textbook amakola no
ne krakra mo na yura yamo a esade atu dwase amama yahodo pi ena Ghana man ye hwe wo mu esua wo mu to obobo wo mu di no chese sa amama na wo mo nam online eni ade no mu di sua de ne yeso wo ma to textbooks na gu textbooks no wo ho a support online adesua no
Yɛwɔ other countries a yɛn nyinaa yɛhwɛ wɔn. Ofa USA, ofa UK, ofa Singapore, no Malaysia, no wɔn duro wɔn anim ɛwɔ technology mu ɛne yɛ. Wɔn mpo no wɔn ma laptop no bɛyɛ replacement for textbooks. Ɛnɛ ne mi no kasa nyinaa ɛhɔ nyinaa wɔn da so tɔ textbooks bankɔla no. Ɛbrɛ a wɔn use online resources na wɔn dɔm tablet no wɔyɛ. Wɔn no wɔn du wɔn anim wɔ online learning platforms ne adeɛ nkɔla ne de wɔn laptop ɛkɔ net so kɔ research ne adeɛ content wɔ paa obenya. Wɔn mpo no textbooks no wɔn da so tɔ bankɔla no. A ɛnɛ yi wɔkɔ UK a publishers printed textbooks dendendenden wɔkɔ America textbooks yɛ printed dendendenden. Esi sɛ yɛ bi yɛsua adeɛ na yɛtu yɛ bo ase yɛsua ne yie.
Ɛne a wote ye ɛyɛ Yewura Asare Kunadu Yamwa ɔna president ɔda Ghana Publishers Association ano.
Na wapa dwumadie bi ho antuma omulante ye. Ɛyɛ 20th edition Ghana International Book Fair. Etifia asema wɔde to so wɔse reading to connect minds for social transportation. Na Deputy Minister of Tourism, Art and Culture Honorable Mark Okreku Mante ɛna wɔsrɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa sɛ yɛma akenkan ɛnka yɛabrabɔ ho yɛfrɛ ne sɛ culture of reading no yɛncontribute na wɔkyɛ mampani na Nanadodanko Akufo-Addo kora ne pa ho ntoma UNESCO foɔ ɛlanche World Book Day ɛwɔ nkrahanom sɛ ya ɛyɛ World Book Capital 20th edition. Wase abrofi krampo omu akase if you want to hide something from Ghanaian you must put it in a book. Sa wopese udi BBC nipa bibini anase udi BBC Ghana ni a odi afase bookim esan se dodo no ampa kenkan kura but akenkan are very good etumi bua nipa am wotumi construct words no bebre kura nim past tense and be a present tense and a past participles no bebre kura nim future present tense woody way back obi kan brofo as wo kan fante unsa de hu difference ya wo brofo no ene mfante no a wo kan ni mu enti yama culture of reading cultivate reading habit ebe promote ebe hansi unique dynamic culture of the country and a better your bobre pass o my
near can say reading culture no ebwa Ghana through UNESCO yenya afi a book capital dia not just say anniversary 20th anniversary of book fair aba at the right time reading no eh feel say mo fra kra penny say kan ade reading we read that na wawu obaka we so person that this year obibini afashe homam yo sabe men ko China dan na minim won tare she minim won kasa bi at least me won sembo no say wo tro won kasa me say Chinese ko India da about me kire India for behavior say bebre homa it is a creative industry no valuable to this government because film music writing etom kra wan kasa kuro no unko hoda enko publicity da so yen fa homa enton ebiri the doubt say me ba ma atedu din ebiri the doubt but yen kan koso more ni ehun say tourism nyina homa kra beto amobi afi country bi aba
we are Deputy Minister of Tourism, Art and Culture Honorable Mark Okreku Mante na Ghana Publishers Association wonum president wasaya chairman ma Ghana International Book Fair Owura Asare Kunadu Yamwa ana wo kyerɛkyerɛ dwumadie no wani super yie ɛna wɔkyɛ sɛ afie die no wɔse de di kan entina wasa da ye ne sei such a way a obia dwene beba so adeɛ no a yɛyɛ ne sɛ abaa bi nketengete na o tura wɛs ya wo disi sure sei no yɛyɛ ne tu no wayɛ bi wa ha ɛna wɔse read de di kan de atosumi no read ansa na de atosumi ensa read enti yɛ kan yɛm pakenkan akenkan ɛyɛ enti yɛma akenkan ɛnka yɛ daadaa brabɔ ho na wɔkyɛ sɛ afie deɛ no koraa no ɛyɛ August de ɛtɔ so edu ɛde kosi ne da ɛtɔ so edu miɛnsa
publishers multi exhibitions showcase books yaye afinumu enti ene de no 20th edition no ene ye launch ye pahontoma na adena kasa ye August 10 to 13th na mum na o se ye ma amansan hu dwumadi a eda ye numa eba nhihye ye yaye any activities a ye e wo sa amre no ye botaye titru ye se ehoma kenkan enema bebre dead ahun se man a wo kenkan ade ade a wakan ebo mo ho bra no omo punturo eben omo eno ti ye nyina ye nim na mom no ne afi ne besenke ye hyemu kena na ye ma man no ti ase se ya ntimi ammo aman kenkan anye ye fapemu a ye punturo no
ebekachi kakra President ma Ghana Publishers Association osaye tema ma Ghana International Book Fair Ora Asari Kunedu Yamua na country director Emma United Nations Educational Scientific Cultural Organization Ghana Ora Abdulrahmani Diallo and one also ebo stakeholders ya omu abua matumedie nyina tumi agina ne naso emende enkran aye UNESCO for capital afie die World Book Day ya omudie.
We need to read. So it's key. It's at the heart of the education system, at the heart of the SDG 4, which is for quality education. So whatever initiative we have really to promote books, to bring books in the community, not only in the school, it is to be promoted. So that's why we really commend the work of Ghana Book International Forum and all the other stakeholder industry, Ghana Publisher Association, Ghana Association of Writers, Power, of course, behind the Minister of Education, the Minister of Art and Culture, stakeholders of the industry. We encourage them to promote any kind of initiatives, really putting the books and reading at the heart. It's very important. And of course, UNESCO, we support the government, the Minister of Education, to ensure that they have policy in these areas.
Oh, that's it. Where country director ma United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization Ghana UNESCO Ora Abdulrahmani Diallo yenia Abdullahi Dasmani Nadaruma and see chief with TV.
I was your 40 Kaseboy Free Peace 104.3. Na ebraso se madwenchira mode aba no yede ba na nwumeko bi adaroma na omo etayechi
yade asedama Remy Spices ogusua srega na forsa de paneton no ho Dubai no ne braso eno anse Roberts no odi kipu Roberts ni nyina wo honom kama na omuguso a omu kwa fiefie mu abenwan se yeduru ho yeduru ya pe Dubai ya ye obi bia ready enti Remy go chicken jollof stew ni nyina wo dwaso Remy emedia ne yede Afromas Plus you a Stiffs Company Limited ene de adepay ede abedwaso o mese wo targeted da oba hit the right spot a game changer. A no yadie nie ya no Afromas Plus a very good say wa uba say baby a na me pesa me hate no mapem e ho pepe o de drug store ene mia wo do say pharmacy chemical shop na ka say ope Afromas na ewrade ya adoma wo de enumere yusu ade a tia bedi ho adanse uba say yes yendi one dance yam fere 0550 709 790 0550 709 790.
Eni na yenko Facebook live no eswaye na Bosheba Amisti Gosu Zongo Patriotic Voices and was me nyina kamomni entire pipi aban no achi esanse omunkuto ne beti beni sakraipa aba o my Ghana mu ana ne Samuel or the frekunsu kojokrum and was say NPP nyade nkunimdie ebeko ede amamo OBS ahafonka same and was Ghana president of publishers opesa uya na tablet wu mpese de mema nkwadai enso so ebeboa wo pa akismi se be kwa en wo say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia mo de da ko mo ha no mo wo say school ni ba bia efie baako girlfriend baako na che say wo cheche kosa promises ni na na akua mo aboaten ono so de ne de aba na master planner junior Kentampo and was watching live Bosheba Misty or not the master planner then was say MPP nko any bit me amagana etumpon fantastic weber for Sevia Sarin so and no so the abanon the always say happy birthday ambassador Nana Yaokidi and no the aba afei teacher Kujo Tepa enyina soso and was say Ghana ni bia mpaye ese yebeyi NDC ama yoko no every year system mu isanse wo mu ye danger papa edema omenye na misko spelele kaswa eno no soso edi we free buy eno wose awakum to aso no se mpanyin na do me bo wa baso papa ewo ne awaye ede ama oman Ghana onko a ena obetimi aboa Ghana mna konanim osua ni adom eno se peace news more fire Barowski asisiriwa and was Sierra Sam George kawano pardona de tena baby wa na yenhu yenim Ankoma Foster afonse yerebi achimansa and was say kwadwuma yade bia no ne beboa me anya dwuma ye enti yemfi ani nkɔ hɔ ne ho ene beboa ma ye economy no asan so agina ne nice so Lampre King Rashid and also otie en live ewo asin breku and ono so de ne dia ba ama Florence akisme se hwe bekwai and also MPP aben bibia ise basa wonwonan bibia sisi trase si agina fa ko si asan ye chi o si ye de ben yo ye hunu de ye kora no an se ne menyina keka bom na sisi ni trase se ya wonwonan ensro da anyway free tepa and was mampanya kufuade na ban wo mo bo adwuma papa de amagana fo enchi ankoma honorable Eric Nana Ajima Prempe Director General Nadmo Capito go so menhia no was NDC munya se mutwetwe electoral commissioner so no mo ni mo adwuma munya wo mo na wo mo enye wo mo adwuma kama David Tachi Mensa also ohwe en live free ekumfi eisem Central Region no o say peace news de mo ye unstoppable and kasapa obatampa ejiso onwe en was NDC mu 2024 abato na yemu se jama mo awini awie munnum ho na monsre e masoda MPP na eko afei kwa kushaibu ye sehwibuako en was peace mampanyina na adodan kwa kufuado 8 na musum bebreke no mo so da na montemani wasani ba Kofi Anefi eno Ghana ebesansi ne dademu bio enche kra esanse na nado okeka niema esi eni na oman no asanso atiesi ne dademu ebio enti yemfa madwenkyere no ensi hai na yen na ye honkogyen krato ye ba ebeto ansem no so
Davi, your food is smelling extra delicious today. Hey, what did you add?
Oh, no. Nothing much. The same. Hey, or is it our new takeaway packs? The guy told me they were odorless, so my flavor will come out more. But me, I didn't believe him.
Hey, oh, let me see. Platinum pack. Are these made in Ghana?
Yes, sir.
Wow. And did you say they were odorless?
When it comes to food, your health and safety should be number one. Platinum pack is manufactured in Ghana with the very latest in production technology that makes our packs odorless and much safer to carry your food. Yes, for bulk purchases, contact 0545 993 101. Enjoy your food. It's all good.
Take away packs there. Unless odorless.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
na yento akase bonus ne yenko wie Youth Bridge Foundation akasa e dia tudwa etwe electoral commission abedwako no e na afi amayoku ahodo ne Ghana manyina ese parliamentary by election a ebekoso ewo Asen North abato empesua so anyame yadomo a June busue wini da to so aduonu nson e na sa abayi ebeto no wo kire se ye to aban pepepa na ye de animtiabuo kese pa e na ye de ema yemfi afi apahankro aduakro mienu amamra ye de echichire omayi ni nyina ne se emebru ni bi wo hono ma wo manya mfinhia edu enwotwe ya besi sa brefi 2020 mu no wo muntimi enregister ya ye beto abedi afa wo mo ho aka sa bre nso wo manya mfie du nwotwe a wo betimi atubie na no na programs coordinator of that Youth Bridge Foundation no na adwoa ahenkan Japan woni peace kase abotwetwe nkomo en wodi tu dwa chemu se e wa bakosemu anankrata so ese electoral commission onye fresh and as a continuous voter registration exercise bia a free bra ye die twato June busumemu kosi August busumemu mfiempimienu ene aduonu onye bie enti free saa bere nyina wo mo enya mfihye du nwotwe nyina enya de a wo mo betimi enya kwan ato aba ewo titru by election a ebekoso ewo Asen North na no eno ochrem se Youth Bridge Foundation wo mo no eye wo mo ya eye wo mo ahometie pa se Ghana mamra article 42 ide ebu o meyi no ye electoral commission 88 aso esa wo de tudwachem ese wo mo de ha wo mo esanse free emfiempim mienu emfiempim dunsia emfiempim du mienu emfiempim mienu ni dunsia ena emfiempim mienu ene aduonu sai pepepe en wo mo twempanyimfo adwene esisu se nea ekoso no enye papa enti wo mo hwe na wo mo na no wo mo no me ne etene ene ne esefata wo se na anu ya kumawudi sei wo mo na enye mfihye du nwotwe wo mo ntimi nkonkotu bi esanso wo mo dini abato nwumam 2019 ayawa so weso gons by election say eno so saa womanfo binom enyinyenya mfiedu nwotwe a womantimi anko aba ne bi saa bre no enti womonsa entena se nyenhwe ha emma Asen North die nsuso no emma metoa so enti ebetumi a anka electoral commission ontu na nupe ensi ho na onye limited voter registration se na ebe ya womo a enya mfihye du nwotwe free 2020 August busumemu ebesi saa bre no wombetimi atwere wo mudin na wo nsoso enya kwan akwakoto aba ne bi
August 2020, I about one kata a class one. Basically, nobody peer or did 18 years after August 2020, any voter's ID card. Okwa saying not say or nobody peer or maybe 18 years since August 2020, or many voter's ID card. In the election year, the by election, or meant to be Kumawudian or the same thing. Since 2010, and the 2012 election, and the Yabo Electoral Commission, next she said, only continuous voter registration. So the Baya, Oku West, said Oku USA, only 18 and air voters register the amount. Only the same thing, so I'm to 18 years, no one registration card, it's about to be obetimias enti ye na se issue no onfa at least 2 days so no nya registration because ye yakọ ground on ye le mmadụ no wa say not now what if you do what you mean cut and edin komo omu nyina wo pene so meto aba yini pa omu ne pese obedi omu so but to me cut and omu busa am se obi anye ho hwem
Woti ye openya ono ene programs coordinator eda Youth Bridge Foundation ano nana adwoa ahenkan Japan yenua Patricia Sefa Fisher ene no ebonkomo yi
amansan ti ame kwabena mafo ena
mame biama kwafo
yade asedama Osons Kamesia ode Osons Gale capsules abuama meal system nya hode kuti anyarewa yade anka won to form da wa hoden eye Osons Gale capsules MTN network ya eye papa on disappointed da MTN won yama pa bebre ewo so MTN pe titru pasa wabo star 170 hash hono eniyama ne didi so say MTN wo homa obabi a obekọ bia High Sense Ghana eye tete atempon Some pennyama pesies in my office, and answer me fee, my kitchen, a biania bako pe, High Sense Ghana, or no, on disappointed with that. And yaman will see 1 more 5 years, 10 years, or how be a new Nante akukudromu koni showroom, na kwaje wodie. Aye 0302 550000. And still, everyday price for everyday people. Pepsodent ana apose papanie. Metumi sia no pa wanu mote. Afobonsu wanu mu aya de kama. Aside that kura no, esama obambo soronko ose no, emuawa muawa ntumi medidi ase emetutumu tokuro. Pepsodent ose die bia eho hia. Forever Construction and Consultancy Limited ebama oba ye obi anu woni ani daso kura se obetumi mpo ato asase no wasidan no enehwe wato wa start enkati onso obetumi akoje wode ensase ne de da bebi a eye de wo pani bia ne boa nso da fom kama enti wato nsafra wo bibia se to america na beje wode na se wadansi ase. Little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. 0501 518 347 0501 518 347. Ami Scientific Herbal Hospital. Ami a unique alternative medicine hospital. Sa wo ko on mu na upia. To say adia no a na wo kope no eno ana wonsa beka. Ubenya solution adi ama wapomoten no a enkoyie no enti upie ya hu se me tien ahade ya me last stop machines wo ho ebehye ni peduanom ayi yade no ye de ho aduro di account pepe eye herbal and alternative medicine. Yawo dome omu besenet flat one na obe se de bia na nkofo esi wo tantra runabout one mo a no wamudi wo mani akyere wo no ehwa ebi wo klagon la shibi ubetumi afre won wo 0245 275 254 0245 275 254 anase 0244 227 192 0244 227 192. Said to me koya dawruma ya sorry sway make it a triple darling eba peace FM ha and na edaya wada around the world eba no wachia ebeba wakwaimu miana mesai aba magdare wasajma etnem wo neat na watu torchlight no ama Kojo Hansen enso wo OKFM wa obomonyom yadamase ama mumonitia no wache mesai aba.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the